Hey guys, what's going on? It's me, Lilly, and today I want to bring you the news from Europe again. And first, I would like to start with the elections in Hungary. Now, after 16 years in government, the Prime Minister Viktor Orban got defeated by a new candidate who is called Peter Magyar and who was the victorious opposition leader. And Magyar exclaimed after the victory that he has liberated Hungary, and also Magyar got 2/3 majority votes, which will make it very easy for him to change things, how the country is running. And after the victory was published in the news, the EU Commission President Ursula von der Leyen has said that Hungary has chosen Europe. So now all of these pro-European Union politicians were celebrating. So yeah, that's what's going on in Hungary. So now the big question is, will the friendship pipeline, which goes from Ukraine to Hungary, be repaired? Supposedly it's been damaged by Russian attacks, but there are some critics who say it was not really damaged, it was just turned off for political purposes. So very soon we will find out if there will be oil coming through this pipeline again. Also, we got some news from Italy where another pipeline got sabotaged. Here you can see a power pylon which is leaning towards the side, and apparently it was knocked down deliberately. So they are saying in Italian television that this attack was professionally organized. And this power pylon was supplying the Transalpine pipeline with electricity. Images of the attack on the power supply to the Transalpine pipeline, which supplies southern Germany with crude oil, leave no doubt. The power pylon was deliberately destroyed. Italian television is not ruling out foreign intelligence services as the perpetrators, because it was so professionally done. So here you can see some pictures. Here they are showing some photos, and they're saying that it looks like as if the perpetrators have used a cutting torch. And also the attackers knew that this power pylon was supporting the oil pipeline. So this goes over mountains, over the Austrian Alps, Italian Alps, and of course you need some pumps so you get the oil up to the mountain, right? And I believe that the electricity is used for those pumps. So apparently the perpetrators knew exactly what they were doing and how to disable the oil pipeline. The attack took place here because the pumping stations are guarded by the military day and night. The perpetrators left nothing to chance. They knew that the flow from the Middle East would be interrupted and that this would create an emergency for Germany, Austria and even the Czech Republic. Here there's another photo of the power pylon laying to the side. They believe it was a targeted action by organized professionals. The fear is that this is a large-scale international attack and this could be only the first act. It's a very important pipeline for everybody here. If you want to support my channel, the best way to do so is to buy a Odenwolf knife. Odenwolf is a really awesome company. They make high-quality knives like this one here for a really good price, and this one happens to be a Scandinavian camping knife, and I really like this knife. I always have it in my car, and if you check out their website you will find many other great knife models, and with my discount code Lilly10 you will get a 10% discount. So if you want to support my channel, make sure that you check out the affiliate link in the description below. Okay, the Strait of Hormuz is still blocked. There was a ceasefire, but then the ceasefire ended quickly. Then some ships went through, but now it's blocked again, so we don't get a lot of oil from this region. And now slowly all of this has consequences for Germany. In this article they are saying that Germany is on life support. Germany's risky kerosene trap. Lufthansa is preparing for the worst. Due to the kerosene shortages, 40 jets could be grounded. And that makes, of course, ticket prices very expensive. Also, we got new economic forecasts for Austria and Europe. One top economist is believing that we will soon have new price hikes when it comes to oil prices, gas prices. He was recommending to fill up your car today. The economy has become significantly more volatile. Everyone is saving money, working longer hours. Ultimately, everyone has to contribute to saving money. Also, housing costs are exploding in Austria, and most people, they will not have a chance to build anything anymore. Rent prices are exploding, housing is becoming too expensive. Even the middle class is struggling to make ends meet. The tax burden is crushing, leaving nothing behind after taxes. German farmers warn of rising food prices. Exploding costs for diesel and fertilizer as a result of the Iran war are putting farmers under strain. Also, there's a YouTuber, a German YouTuber. He's a comedian. You probably already know him. He's called Radical Living. And he has made a video about why he is leaving Germany. And in this video he describes how everybody who is working is getting ripped off with taxes. And he also complained that if you work nothing, you can make a really good living from the state with social welfare. And he just doesn't want to have this anymore, so he is leaving the country. And from now on he will pay his taxes somewhere else. So it's a really good video. If you don't know him yet, check him out. His name is Radical Living. He also cited some newspaper articles like this one here, where he describes that most young people, they don't dream about owning anything anymore because they simply cannot afford it. So here it's saying we have completely given up on our dream of owning a house. And that's the reality of a lot of young Germans. High costs, little new construction. Very many Germans can no longer afford their own home. So yeah, really bad situation for Germany. Also, we got some warmongering going on in London this time. Some general is saying we have to get ready for large-scale conflicts. So for war they always have money, but they don't have money for the normal folks, right? Also, North Sea crude oil is more expensive than ever, and the ceasefire is not relieving pressure on the market. Attacks on Saudi facilities and the situation in the Strait of Hormuz are driving up oil prices. Refineries are securing shipments at record prices. European airports warn of systematic kerosene shortages. After almost 6 weeks of war, remaining stocks appear to be nearly depleted. There's a high risk of systemic kerosene shortage if shipping traffic in the Strait of Hormuz is not resumed in a stable and significant manner within 3 weeks. Also, there are fuel protests rising in Ireland. Protesters have blocked access to a major refinery and fuel depots. Farmers, lorry drivers and agricultural contractors began a series of demonstrations. Protesters have blocked access to major oil refineries. Because of this, more than 100 petrol stations have run out of fuel. Also, what is happening now in Austria, which is really concerning, is that the gold price is so high. So now thieves, they break into cemeteries and they steal the jaw of corpses. 12 heists already. Gold tooth thieves break open the jaws of corpses. 7 districts already affected in Austria. This is happening in Austria in 2026. Also, what has increased is siphoning of trucks, and the perpetrators come in the night, they empty out an entire truck, and there's a lot of gas in a truck. So that has been seen more often, especially in Germany. Also, a lot of chemical companies fear for their existence. They got everything at stake because of the Iran crisis. The chemical and pharmaceutical industry is not only Germany's third largest industrial sector, but also systemically important for many other sectors of the economy. Budget forecast for Austria doesn't look too good. The Iran war is wreaking havoc on the markets. Higher gas and oil prices are slowing the economic recovery. Also, there are changes when it comes to electric vehicles from Volkswagen in the US. They are saying that the German automaker Volkswagen is halting production of the ID.4. It's only electric car manufactured in the USA. The company cited the challenging market environment for electric vehicles in the US as the reason for the move. Also, food is too expensive. In Vienna, this woman was complaining that she only has 1 meal per day. Job loss and prices are skyrocketing. Struggle for daily survival. Katalin from Vienna has counted every penny to manage her everyday life despite job loss and rising prices. So this is the situation in Europe right now, and it doesn't look too good, like always. And it doesn't seem to get better, like always. So yeah, crazy times. And my personal opinion is the best thing that we can do now is to financially bug in, to save money, and to prepare for bad times, worse times even, because it can always even get more worse than it is right now, right? Anyway, so this is it for today, and I really want to thank you for watching, and stay tuned till next time.